I'm Megan, and I would like to introduce you to Hollywood Indie Studios. And I'm so excited to share with you this opportunity to jump in on the ground floor of an investment that is not only creative, but has potential to make each investor a mind-boggling profit. It's comparable to hitting an oil well gusher in the old days. Well, there are no more oil well gushers left anymore. You may hit a good well with steady income, but hardly a gusher. But let me tell you about the 21st century oil well gusher, the animated movie.
You're a little low on the food chain to be mouthing off.
You say that, but you don't mean it.
They are the oil well gushers of today. Here are some examples.
There seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Hello?
The Toy Story year 1994 franchise grossed $1,871,000,000. Shrek, year 2001 franchise, $1,406,000,000. Finding Nemo, year 2003, $940 million. Finding Dory, 2016, $1 billion. Cars, year 2006 franchise, $1,024,000,000. And Sing, year 2016, $631 million.
Come on, lady, you're my butterfly, sugar, baby. Ride like the wind, ride like the wind.
Oh my gosh, look at her butt.
Why do they make so much money? Only a few studios make animated films, so there's very little competition in the market. So we are jumping into this niche market with our animated film, Run Happy Run. Imagine having a piece of one of these movies in the production stage. You could reap millions, just like drilling and hitting an oil well gusher, and they keep bringing in residual income for years to come, just like an oil well pumping away. Movies keep bringing in revenue year after year. I believe we have a great opportunity to hit a blockbuster movie gusher with Run Happy Run. Hollywood Indie Studios is founded by the Sebastians with over 50 years of successful movie-making experience, and this is the first time we have ever offered partnership. All of our films have been extremely profitable, but now we are doing a bigger budget animated movie, Run Happy Run, and we are offering accredited investors the opportunity to be involved in a blockbuster movie gusher with us. Now, take a look at some footage from our animation team. Team of animators in the world, and they all use Renderman software licensed by Pixar. So Run Happy Run will be animated with the same software as the sample blockbusters we have just shown you. Toy Story, Shrek, Cars, Finding Nemo, and Finding Dory. Run Happy Run has already started pre-production and will take approximately 18 months to complete, and a release date of Christmas 2018. Learn a little more about us now. This is what HBO said about the Sebastians.
Meet Ferd and Beverly Sebastian. They're not exactly Woody and Mia, but they have made over 15 movies together, from Captain Midnight to Gator Bait 2. Though their budgets are small, their films have made millions at the box office.
The first picture Ferd and I ever made for $10,000, he and I did everything on the movie. Sound, lighting, camera, makeup, wardrobe, everything. He and I were the film and the crew, except for the actors, which were some friends of ours in Houston, Texas.
Beverly and I met each other when we were 18 and 19. We met at a skating rink. 10 days later we were married, and we've been married now 38 years. I am the absolute final word on direction. She is completely, totally in charge of production, but yet we do them both together.
They also have the help of their two sons, Ben and Tracy.
It's basically a family operation, and we do whatever we have to do, from running sound to running pictures to bike wrangling.
The acting is my main thing I like to do in life, but I like to learn about the editing and everything else.
The Sebastians not only produce and direct all their films, but most of them they write, edit, and distribute.
My first endeavor in it, I thought if I'm going to be a writer, I have to study and I have to take a writing course. So I called up the famous writers' school. Well, they give you a test first before they take your money. And I failed the test. And this guy was so embarrassed. He says, Miss Sebastian, we never fail anybody, but you're never going to be a writer because your English is atrocious. I said, well, you know, you're probably right. I said, but I write like people talk. I'll see you up on the big silver screen.
That Cajun Wildcat, Pa. She did it. She killed Ben Bracken. Ben Bracken? Are you sure? Sure, I'm sure, Pa.
Gator Bait was probably our third or fourth film. Ferd was in the service in Louisiana, and I've always wanted to make a story about the Cajun people.
Looking for guidance, they somehow managed to get Walt Disney himself on the phone, who offered some unexpected advice.
He told Ferd, he says, if you have sex, violence, and action in a film, that is the formula for success for low-budget films in Hollywood. We made it for $90,000. We were broke. We had everything invested in this movie because we've always financed our own films. We took that film, and in my ignorance, and was ignorance, we grossed $15 million with it.
That one really put us in the business.
The Sebastians' latest film is called Bad to the Bone. It's a biker story set in the Deep South. At $2 million, it's their largest budget ever. It stars Andrew Defoe of Toy Soldiers and Dee Dee Pfeiffer, Michelle Pfeiffer's younger sister.
I've worked on budgets that were large in this, and I worked on budgets that were scary. I mean, here's a couple dollars to make a film, but it's still the same shot that needs to get done. It's just a lot more money behind each second.
Veteran James Gammon plays a cantankerous old biker.
For me, there's no difference between a large budget and a smaller budget film as far as acting goes. The problems are just the same.
You have to be able to say visually, what can I do for this money? Because we try to put all the money on the screen rather than in our pockets. We're not really Hollywood's version of the film producer. I mean, I don't look like a film producer. Ferd doesn't look like one. We don't act like one. We get people enthused about what we're doing. We're enthusiastic. They are. That's the way we make movies.
We have worked with HBO, Warner Brothers, and Paramount Pictures. And now we are ready to partner with you. Also included in your package is a letter from Warner Brothers Studios. To whom it may concern, I have had the pleasure of working with Mr. Ferd Ben Sebastian on AC/DC Let There Be Rock the Movie, a film his family brought to Warner Brothers for distribution in 1982. Since that venture, Ben Sebastian has shown a strong history of leadership and has gained experience in all facets of the film business, including film production, video distribution, theatrical distribution, and special handling of niche markets. Ben Sebastian and his family have a history of making and distributing over 14 low to medium budget films over the past 30 years. It was my pleasure to work with Ben and his family at Warner Brothers. Sincerely, Dan Fellman. We are passionate about this project and very excited about having you be a part. We are ready for a hit. Join us. Let's make a great film and a great profit. Included in this package is also a small book, which is a short synopsis of our film, Run Happy Run. Enjoy reading it. Even read it to your kids or grandkids. It is a wonderful story about the love between a boy and a dog. We know you will love it. We are excited to have you join us.